Hello and welcome to my second video on using Google Sites at the DDSB. This video assumes that you have already created a very simple website at the DDSB and you've published it. You want to start by logging into your DDSB Google Drive account, and you should see the web page you're working on listed pretty close to the top if you're working on it recently. You can actually see if it's your website or not by looking for this little symbol right here. That's the actual site symbol. If you don't see all this stuff, first thing you want to do is check and make sure that you're logged on to the DDSB Google environment by double checking to see if your credentials are your DDSB credentials right here. So what you want to do is double click on your page that you created and you'll see it load. Okay, so right now we are in an editing mode for our web page. So everything we do right now actually is not public. Okay, I can actually tell that by looking at my link up here. In the last video you noticed that your link had the title of your web page in it and it was very short. Right now we see a very long, complicated web address up here. Okay, that's just automatically generated by Google. That's an indicator that what you're doing right now is you're working in an environment where you can change things and edit stuff. Okay, everything you do here is not public until you hit that publish button, which we'll do towards the end of this video. So you'll see that this is a page I created earlier. Okay, and when you hover your mouse over certain elements, okay, if you click inside of there, you'll see that some options pop up right here. If you hover your mouse over an area, you'll see some additional options show up right here. So I can click section background right here and I could give a background to that. I can even choose a picture if I want. You'll see there's actually a little handle right here. If I click this handle, I can drag this around and I can reorder the stuff on my page. So if you want to get your page nice and organized, you can give a background color, and that'll allow you to make your page sort of organized and laid out so it's easier to follow. You can drop some more elements in here. So I'm going to click on an image right here, go to Google Drive. I'm going to go to my website docs folder that I created, and I'm going to stick my mugshot in there. I'm going to drop it down to the bottom right there. Okay. So there's all kinds of neat little things I can do here if I want. Again, if I do something and I don't like what I've done, I can just hit undo. Click right here, images, I'll choose my headshot again, and there it is. I can even do some basic editing right here if I want. Okay, I'm going to get rid of that because I don't like that picture. Alright, so if you recall, in the last video we created some different web pages up right here. Okay. So I created a page for my PTT. I put a course outline there. I created a BBI page, and I didn't really put any content in there. So for this tutorial, I'm going to sort of just pop a few elements over on this page here so you can get a feel for how to put various elements into your web page. Okay, and we'll play around with the themes as well. So again, I can just pop a text box in there. Maybe I want to fix that. Again, all of this stuff is not viewable to the public until I've hit the publish button. So any mistakes you make, don't sweat it. I've already shown you how to use the Google Drive option. Some pretty neat things you can do here is you can embed YouTube video. So I'm going to click on the YouTube option right here, and I can search for a public YouTube video. So I can go dramatic chipmunk and do a search there, and I can select that video. Okay, if I want to use someone else's YouTube video, so I can actually collect a bunch of YouTube videos that I like and just sort of pop them all right here. Okay, so maybe we're doing a unit on dramatic chipmunks. It's actually some sort of hedgehog, I guess, but maybe I don't like those videos. Another thing is, if you've created your own videos, if you click on uploaded, you can see the videos that I've done. So this is a video I created earlier on Google Sites. This is another video I did once on Microsoft Word. So if I select that, I can put videos that I've created right here. So I could create an entire unit of YouTube videos and have them laid out here in the right order as lessons for my students. So I really like the YouTube option. I'm going to get rid of this just because I don't want the page to get too cluttered as I go through my demo. Over here you've got a Google Docs option. You want to be familiar with Google Docs before you start popping a pile of Google Docs on your web page. One of the things I like about this is that you can actually put a form in there. So I'm going to click on Forms, and these are forms that I have already created, I've already done. Okay, so I can put a feedback form there. So I'm going to select that, and I'm going to click Insert right here. And now that form is on my web page. So I could have a bunch of exit tickets or forms that are used by my students and have those displayed here on my web page if I wanted to. Or I can have a parent form. Anything I want. Okay, the world's my oyster. But make sure that your forms or your docs over here are also made available to the public if you're going to have them available to the public on your website. So you have to play around with that a bit. Again, you need to be a little bit comfortable using Google Docs before you play around with too many options here. Okay. You can put a calendar in there if you like. So I'm going to just pick a random calendar that I have. And I can mess around with this a bit if I want. Again, when I hover my mouse over things, you get different options that show up. So you can choose view mode, agenda. You can have week or month on there. So it'll show the entire month in a calendar view. Pretty handy. Google Calendar is a pretty handy option if you're trying to organize people and things. It's pretty user friendly. Again, I'm going to get rid of some of this stuff. So I've done a bunch of things. I've added a new page. Maybe I want to put another course in here. I teach a TEJ computer engineering course as well. So maybe I want to create a page for that. You'll see that shows up right here. You can see it right here. I can reorder these as well. Watch what happens. Once I reorder one here, it reorders here as well. So now we got more pages to my site right here, TEJ. It borrows the same theme as my last page. If I hover my mouse over my navigation area right here, you'll see that this little sprocket shows up, and you get a little helpful bubble that says navigation settings. I can click that, and I can click side navigation. Now, when users get to my web page, they see this little hamburger menu here, and when they click on that, the pages you have show up right here. Okay. Click this, top navigation, over here, side navigation gives you the hamburger menu like this. Okay. Pretty slick. All right. So I've done all this stuff. I want to try out some themes. So let's go back to my home page here. I want to play around with some themes. So I got simple right here. This is what these are the fonts I have. I can click on different colors and it changes all the different default colors of my fonts. Again, if I don't like it, I can undo it. I can change the styles right here by doing this. Okay. Again, I don't like it, I can undo it. Okay. I actually kind of like that one. And I like that color better. When I go to font style, I can click right here and I can make my fonts bolder. I don't know if I like that. I think I like bold better. Okay. No, I don't. All right. So this is basically how you modify and make changes to your website. It can be limiting at times if you want to do something really fancy, but if all you want to do is to create a basic page that people can get to and see what you're doing, this is the quickest, easiest way to get up and running. When you're all done your work, what you want to do is you want to hit the publish site. So if I just hit publish, because I've published this before, it says my site has been published successfully. If I click view right here, I can see how that looks like to the world. Okay, so all my changes have shown up. Okay, so fairly simple. Once I'm done, I can also hit view publish site this way, and you'll see that all those fancy characters that were right here, these are all gone over here. You can see that the URL looks a lot simpler. That is the URL that you want to send your webmaster. I will do another video that will demonstrate how to send this link to your school's webmaster if you would like parents and students to find your web page easily. Thank you.